1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Jeez. Wow. I don't know what them boys did here. I got a lot of gasket clean off here. Alright, everything here looks good, right here. Just a lot of gasket to take off, but that's not the end of the world. Put up that tore up gasket there. Alright. Let's take a look. Yeah, okay. So, let's take a look at our cam without losing everything. Alright. Cam looks good. I'm not seeing any adverse wear on the cam. So our cam is good. Well, we're gonna have to redo those, aren't we? It's all right. We can redo that. We do still have, man, we still have the arm in here, which isn't good. I don't know why they'd leave the arm in there, and they left a bunch of bits and pieces in here. I don't know if you can see in here, we've got, let's move you a little closer. They left the governor back there. They left the arm. I'm not seeing any damage, and I'm not seeing any really bad wear. Just see some bad practices. So we can rebuild this thing. So let's take you out. We'll clean all of this up. There's no worries here. You gotta do it the right way. So we'll snip there. Pretty sure that might be an 8. Move you back a little bit right there. Just a 10 on there. So we need an 8. To remove all of that, but for the moments being, let's get that out of there. We don't need that. Get the rest of that out of there too, momentarily. Let's try to get the rest of that block cleaned up. Get that oil out of there. And maybe this will soak it up. We got a lot of cleaning to do. Skits. What do we need? We need this kill switch is all we really need out of this mess. Oil. switch. Alright, so down here, right there, that is the rest of the low oil mechanism. Let's get that out of there. Okay. And that should fall in. Let's rotate this out of the way. A little more. And maybe not. There we go. There's the rest of that mechanism there. We don't need that. All right, let's go get our paper towels, come back, clean this up. Get the rest of this off, and I would like to come back to the original setup on the top. So I want to keep this arm. I'm told I can just beat that out of there. So let's pull that aside. Right there, maybe. I think that might be it right there. So let's see if we can knock that out real quick. All right. I do want to cut right here and return that back into service. That is for sure. Now we have to rotate and we have to beat the flywheel off. And with a little bit of luck, a little bit of luck, and it turns out. Get that off and put the nut back on. Right about there. And do a little bit of a just got to get a little back pressure like that. Oh, I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we were successful. Yes, there we go. So, flywheel. Not in too horrible a shape. All right, so it looks pretty good. We got that off. The flywheel's in pretty good shape. I've got one that's in really good condition that we'll replace it with. It's not a big deal. We have to beat that out of there. So there we go. Flip it around. There's what came out. The rest of the mechanism there. Let's take a look up inside and see what's up there. We still have that washer to get. So there's the washer right there. washer's there, so we're gonna have to plug those 2 holes with that governor delete right there. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back. And forgot to push record, but we've got our bolt in here. So we are, with a little luck and turtle dugging, little loving turtle doving, we're sealing this up. So what do we normally use there? We use one of these. One of these guys here, not sure which one. This one, nope. I think it's one of these guys here. Yep. That's the shortest one we've got. Little Loctite there. I don't know if that's just too long or not. We'll find out here in a minute. It might be too long. We might have to come up with something shorter. We'll look here in a minute. Let's fully crank it down too much. Let's take a look on the inside. Oh no, I think we're good. Good. Okay, let's crank that down a little more. Alright, so we have the proper governor delete completed now, unlike what those fellas did that sold me this. They did not do a correct governor delete. Let's move this stuff out of the way again. On to, still filming, still filming. All right. So we want the arm back for the reason to use that whole mechanism. Now, I believe I'm going to have to cut this right below the elbow. This is off there. So it can fit you back down in your recessed hole. So make one. And get this together. Side. There ain't a functioning. Let's work on getting the gasket off of here. Get a new gasket. Get our push rods put back, and wrap this up, clean it up. Today we'll be removing some old gasket that the previous owners have left for us. I think what we will do is we will supplement our new gasket with some RTV, because I don't plan on ever opening this up again, so I don't want any leaks. This engine's not slated to be modified or anything of that nature. This is going to be a, I think, a bone stock 212 on our $55 doodlebug. Man, that old gasket is beat. Okay, So let's wipe this surface down and get this garbage out of the way. We got to wipe the inside of the block off here in a minute. Clean rag and wipe the inside of the block out again. Any type of bits and pieces and residue out of there. First, let's put a little assembly lube on our tappets. Right, so wipe those down. And the assembly lube will help keep those where they need to be. Face of those look barely used. I think this is a newer engine with very low hours that just hasn't been well taken care of by the end users. Right? So there's rod number 1 and tappet number 1 and tappet number 2. A little paint, find the hole. There's that. Alright. Alright. So, we got that. I'm going to put a little assembly lube up here. Just because we're going to put a little back there. We got our cam. Everything looks good on the old cam. There's barely any wear on that cam at all. Look at that. Looks really good. Pretty factory cam here. We do have give us a second. Find our timing mark. Where's our timing mark on here? On our crank. Where is our timing mark there? That's a really light mark. So it looks like it's all the way over here. Alright, so I'll do a little bit of a spin there. So let's get back to what we were doing here. And that is getting this all timed out. I think we need to come down just a little more. Right there. And so our timing should be 100%. I know it's very difficult to see. Right there. Right there. We are timed up. So timing is good. Tap it stayed in. Now we just need to put the cover on and wipe this side down. Alright, we got our gasket kit here. We don't need all of that. We just need one gasket out of here. A little look. There we go. Alright. So Ultra Blue Gasket Maker Multi-Purpose. We're not going with a lot. We just want to add an additional thin layer that will help the existing gasket prevent any leaks. What do you say? All right. So that's that for the Ultra Blue. Double check everything. Timing is good. Tappets are in. Crankcase is seated. Our crank is seated. Our governor delete looks good. Okay. I think we'll go with a little more of our engine assembly lube there. And I think we're going to be okay. Take our gasket. We will seat you. A little bit of luck here. No issues. Looks good. Looks good. Very happy with that. Everything looks nice. Now we just need to, probably should have done this a couple minutes ago. I'm going to go off camera and clean this so we don't get any chips and pieces, and then we'll be right back. All right. For the love of Pete, we are back. So, side cover. Little assembly lube in here. What do you think? Does that hurt something? I don't think it does. There you go. Very nice. Maybe a little dab in here. There you go. Slide this dirty bastard on. And with a little bit of luck, we will get this on, and then we will focus on an exterior clean. Looks good, looks good. Very happy with that. Little assembly lube, squeeze that there. We're going to clean all that here today. This all needs cleaned up, scrubbed down. We're going to do that. We will clean these as we go, though. One, two, three, 4, 5, and 6. Better 10. All right. Side cover, good to go. Get this all cleaned out here in a moment. I mean, it's where it's a lot better than what it was. We could have done this earlier, and we probably should have. But to be honest, we've been juggling a lot of videos. We got a lot of content coming out. A lot of mini bike content. Hasn't really gained traction for my channel yet, but man, I really enjoy it. With a little luck, I'll get better at it, maybe get a little more exposure, and you know, get some involvement in the channel. I mean, I get some views. You know, over a couple weeks, I'll get maybe 200 or 300 views, I think. I get a lot of good traction with my Riker content, but I haven't been able to ride the Riker like I'd like to create that particular content. So I really enjoy the mini bike. I actually enjoy the mini bike content more than the Riker. I really like working on these guys. All right, so yep. Excuse me, we are back. Side cover is much cleaner than what it was at the beginning of this process. Looks good. So we'll clean the rest of the block later, as well as the exterior of the carb, but we need to address our valves again, which isn't the end of the world. We'll go out here like that and rotate you. Oh, you bastard. There we go. So we should be able to get a top dead center and a good 003 measurement, right? So, a little luck. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Keep looking, guys. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Let's try it again. All right. Okay. There we go. So, there we go. Much better. So, we are good to go there. Should be no problemo. Okay, we will clean all this here shortly. Make sure all this is put on correctly. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Moving along. All right. Still filming? Still filming. Got our valve cover on. We're going to go ahead and put our spark plug back. Alright, we scrubbed this down with some Dawn and water, and there's a couple rust spots, and it's definitely not as clean as I would like it to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a nice exhaust on here, nice and clean, unlike the one that was on here. That was full of rust and shit. Go ahead and tighten that one. So I have one more that we can try. All right. So we had one. Thank goodness. With plenty of clearance. All right, not a fan of the gas tank, but the other gas tank I had was for a Hemi and did not fit. So that will have to suffice for the time being. And I have another pull start cover, since that one is beat up. One less thing that I'll have to paint and clean as we move forward here. So, besides our area needing a desperate cleaning, and the fuel tank needing hooked up, and a couple of other things, let's see if we can get an 8 back on here and get this wrapped up, and with a little luck get it started, and then get it cleaned up and spritzed up and painted at another time, another place. There's one in with our cutoff. There's two. We got all this stuff in the way that we're going to have to put away. Let's move it out of the way for the briefest of moments. Move forward here so we can see what we're doing. Put number 3 in. And number 4. Rotate. There's our kill switch. On and off should be squared away. Alright, so the final step here should be turning the gas on, putting the choke on, gas is on. Let's carry this out and see what we come up with. We'll be right back. Put some fresh oil in there. And then we're going to start it up with a little luck. No issues. All right. Let's see what we get. Kill switch work. Let's try it again. So this is Tow 2 Bravo. We're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. We're going to call the Predator Resurrection from the doodlebug $55 marketplace purchase a success. So you'll see this motor, well, you'll see this engine in future videos when we put it back on the $55 doodlebug. We may go ahead and do another video on it when we spritz it up a little bit, paint the fuel tank, and maybe a couple other components on it to dress it up a little bit. But I am very confident that it's good to go. It's going to run. Yeah, it's not a bad engine. It's just a little dirty. So that's enough yapping. This is Tow 2 Bravo. Till I see you at the garage again. Thanks for watching.